Hello
guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast. We're 0 minutes into the game and that is great, so we're starting off at the very beginning. I'm actually casting this from the North American server because, well, quite frankly, I can cast these games. European servers, they kind of are down, the ranked servers are, because, well, I tend to cast at a very late hour, and Riot tends to like to, well, how do they say? They like to fix their servers a little bit when everyone's asleep. Too bad not everyone's asleep, but I can't really blame them. They want to fix it all before the next patch, which is rather soon. So let's go over the teams quickly, shall we? For blue team, it is quite interesting indeed. First we'll go top. Well, we'll see a Tryndamere spinning around, doing all kind of good stuff. He'll do fine, of course. He is a top Tryndamere. And if he's able to snowball a little bit out of control, he will be very hard, though he might have some troubles, because of course he is Tryndamere. He's kind of weak at level 3 to 6 before he has his ultimate. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see. A Vayne in the jungle, always fun to watch, of course a lot more fun to watch once she reaches level 6 and has Assault and Battery, because that really is a very strong ganking ability. Of course, early in the game she can use her Vault Breaker together with the red buff as well to do some amazing ganks. We shall see. Middle will be a Soraka. Now that's actually very nice indeed. I haven't seen a Mid Soraka in ages and they are really fun to play, I suppose. Especially in the end game, you just Starfall all the time and then heal yourself up. And there's nothing you can do about it. Vayne and Blitzcrank will be on the bottom lane for blue team. Then quickly over to red team, because I've been dabbling for a long time apparently. We have a Jayce, who will be going on top. Mid Jayce is of course viable as well, but this guy wants to slam the hammer down quickly. Middle will be Xerath, who is already in the middle. He wants to miss not a single minion, and he isn't going to. Arcano Pulse is even just to push out the Soraka, because she is going to Starfall as hard as she can, not missing a single creep in the process and pushing very far indeed. Amumu will be jungling, will now be receiving red, so he will be level 2. Great for you. And then bottom lane will be an Ezreal, who's almost dead, and a Janna. Of course, I love Janna's in team fights. She is very strong, I believe stronger than Blitzcrank. Of course, if Blitzcrank is able to pull a very important player in the end game, that's probably GG. Of course, if he pulls a Amumu or someone like that, it is GG for the other team. So, kind of a risky champion in its way, though. Against this team, he can pull quite a lot of targets. You have some games sometimes where you can only push one target out of all the 5 players because they're all tanky or have a lot of burst when they get close to you, and you don't want that. Vayne actually level 2. I think Ezreal needs to be careful. If Blitzcrank were to be level 2 before him, this could go down very nastily indeed, as Tryndamere is going to get ganked by Amumu. He's going to ghost and then spin away. Amumu not going to chase him for today. Bottom lane got another pull down apparently onto the Ezreal, or at least some aggression, as the Xerath is having major problems with the pushing potential of this Soraka. Now that does mean that she should be an easy target to get killed, as Blitzcrank wants to pull way too far away, will get some damage but not that much. Amumu again with the gank on top. Tryndamere notices this, is able to stay back safely. Another thing that you can't do against the Soraka is zone her out of the lane unless she gets out of mana, because of course she can use her Divine Blessing to heal her for all infinity and beyond, pretty much. Amumu is not yet willing to gank the Soraka. It should have happened. Oh, Ezreal getting caught there. Will this result in a kill? One more auto attack will suffice, and there you go. Vayne with the first blood of the game. That's kind of bad, because Vayne is normally kind of weak in the laning phase because she has such a short range. However, of course, Blitzcrank can fix the problem for you. Just a rocket grab needs to land and, well, you can probably die. She can even use Condemn in combination with Blitzcrank to do some major damage, as a nice banish starts going through there by Amumu. However, Vi is there in the fray as well, going to flash in. Excessive Force not able to do enough damage. Soraka with the final Starfall will not do enough damage as well. Amumu's Tears will though, but now, despairing away, Amumu is safe for another day. So it's 1-1 on the clock for now. Blue team, of course, with a small lead because they had the first blood, and quite frankly, they are... no, they're not out farming. Only the bottom lane is winning the lane, and that's because Ezreal's dead. But it's too early to talk about those kinds of stuff. Tryndamere, smartly enough, started off with a cloth armor. Jayce, on the other hand, started off with a fairy charm, meaning that the minute he has enough money, which should be about now, he actually already has enough money. Maybe he wants to push a little bit harder, I don't know. The matter of fact is, he wants to have his Tear of the Goddess as soon as possible. He can go for it now, meaning that he'll have his stacks earlier, and then he can build it into a Muramana way quicker. Well, at least a stacked Muramana at the very least. Well, a Manamune is what you want. Wait, what? I don't even know what I'm talking about. But the names are very confusing indeed. So nevertheless, Blitzcrank taking a lot of damage. Vi actually missing the Vault Breaker thanks to Blitzcrank there, though I don't think it's an issue. Vayne now going in for the chase. Nope, she's going back to a minion. She doesn't care. So why was I so confused with the Muramana thing? Masamune? See, so confusing names. God damn it, you Japanese people. All with those names, I can't remember. Blitzcrank with a nice pull there. Will she get condemned to the wall? And there's a combo I was talking about. That's just insta-death. And that's a killing spree on a Vayne. And we're only 6 minutes into the game. It's looking rather grim for red team for now. However, I do not believe they have given up. Amumu now going in was silenced, but Vi is there once more. She's always in the perfect position to counter-initiate the initiates of Amumu. So great play on Vi's part, being always at the right time, at the right place, or the other way around, I don't know. Tryndamere now level 6, meaning that killing him will be quite hard to do, unless of course he all-ins onto you. We saw him spinning slash there, but Vayne wants to... Really? They were spotted by a ward though, that shouldn't be able to work. I presume Blitzcrank is just, yes indeed, going to ward the blue buff, and that will be that. They can't go for a turret dive from behind, that's just insane. Amumu is close to the top. I don't think he's going to dive Tryndamere really hard. Tryndamere doing one auto attack onto the Jayce, not really all that impressive, taking more damage than he did. Amumu missing the bandage dust though. He is only level 5, so he won't be able to kill Tryndamere popping the ghost because he has no idea where Xerath is, and he has no interest in getting caught by him. He's moving very quick though. Maybe he wants to go back into the lane, who knows. Bottom lane also always a very dangerous lane to cast. I will try to make it so that every time Blitzcrank grabs someone for the kill, I will make it on film, but I'm not making any promises. Middle lane actually getting quite aggressive as well, though it is just Soraka zoning away the Xerath for all eternity. Thank God he is a Xerath though. He can use his Locust of Power to increase his range on all his abilities, to be able to farm away from a great distance, so he should be able to sustain through the harass of a Mid Soraka for the very least. Was going to think about itemization, but really there's not much to talk about. We already talked about Jayce. He is going for the item I cannot pronounce today, and I don't even know why. Anyway, he's going for his Tear of the Goddess, making the stacks. Oh, Vi going to go for a cheeky steal there, going all in onto the Amumu. She is not level 6 though. However, the first one that smites the red will be. Never mind, Soraka going into the fray. Of course, Amumu is level 6. Vi isn't. A very great stun there with the mage change by the Xerath though, saving the life of his buddy. His spell, his body all pale. And he's going for another, bursting down the Vi so low, thanks to the help of course with the shock blast of the Jayce, getting the kill to her, giving him a blue buff. That's actually very great for him, because that means he will be able to spam all his abilities. Oh, very nice grab there, but a very nice arcane shift indeed. That's why people pick Ezreal against the Blitz, yo. You can't do anything about it, yo. Why am I being a rapper, yo? I don't know, but a lot of damage is being dealt onto the Vayne, that I do know. They're going in for the chase now. Of course, Blitzcrank, doesn't he have his mana shield? He has, but it barely popped. That's amazing. That really was about 1% and it should have popped. Lucky for him. Amumu has been spotted though by a very far ward thanks to the blue team. They did ward the blue buff. Oh, was that a flash? That was a flash. Oh, Vayne, you poor girl, and accidentally using a flash there. It happens. And look at that spammy McGee going through all his abilities there. Amumu missing a bandage toss. We saw that. And smack away. Don't get too close to Jayce, mate. Jayce should actually be able to poke him down rather nicely and then use the acceleration gate to just kite him through. Tryndameres are weak against kiting. Of course, maybe Tryndamere will go for a blade. Yes, indeed, he already has his build for the Cutlass, so he will go for a Blade of the Ruined King to try and negate the kiting potential of his opponent. Because, well, Blade of the Ruined King, his active, will slow your enemy and give you a small movement speed boost. And isn't that all we want as a Tryndamere? Well, I don't know, I don't play the bugger. He's going hard onto Jayce though, but not hard enough. But he is doing quite well, I must say. His sustain is quite well, of course. He just uses those rage stacks. And then continues. Almost. Amumu now going in, a very great bandage toss and a very nice little despair going through. That wasn't really the despair, but it's Vi going in. No! Oh my! Oh, assault and battery will do the job though. Vayne wants to do something more onto the Ezreal. He's running pretty far away, but at least the true shot barrage hitting the Vi. And, well, Amumu is out of mana, so he won't be able to do all that much. Pings are going down. It's Xerath going in with the Arcane Barrage. He wants more. One more will land, but it's not enough. At least he got the kill onto the Vayne, who of course had a killing spree onto her. So that's a little bit of a bounty going to Xerath. He will like it. And I don't know why I called Curse of the Sad Mummy Despair there for a second. For that I'm sorry. It all went down pretty quickly, didn't it? To the skies and away, Jayce says. And away he did. Soraka is just so annoying. It's like a Master Yi times 2, I must say. Actually, Xerath, this could be considered a Master Yi counter now that I think about it. Just stun him after he uses Alpha Strike. It's so easy. Then again, it only works in ranked. If you get trolled by a Master Yi in normal games, then good luck. You probably won't win because, well, you probably don't have a counter to him. Then again, if you play correctly, then you don't need a counter. Nevertheless, we're 4-4 into the game and the money is quite close, so we won't say there's a difference. It's a very exciting game for both teams and neither of them are giving up, which is great. Of course, we're only 12 minutes into the game, which is about the time that players start thinking about dragon kills. So we shall see if someone in the middle or on the bottom dies horrendously. We might see the first dragon into the game, which is why we tend to see the junglers. Oh, well, I was saying we saw the junglers on the bottom for a long time, but apparently Vi wants to go to the top. Is immediately going to the middle though, spotted by a ward and all that good stuff. So then, will we have a big fight in the middle? We shall see. Amumu going in with the bandage toss onto Soraka. Of course, she can just heal herself if all necessary, and she has a wish as well, so it's just going to back away by both players. Blitzcrank wants to go in hard, not hard enough. Vayne doing some amazing tumble damage there. My, she is fed, of course. She already has herself a Bloodthirster on 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Even before that, of course. But just the time that I was watching, I noticed this. So she has a very early Bloodthirster. However, Ezreal already has a BF sword as well and the Tear of the Goddess. So maybe... Oh, he accidentally got grabbed there. Of course, the damage was not enough. He was able to Arcane Shift away. But pings are going down insanely and my ears are bleeding. Meaning that Soraka is approaching, but that's not all. We have Vi over here stealing the blue, and she'll probably succeed. However, Amumu, noticing this, thinks, well then I'll do her... Indeed, Amumu, I'm sorry. They kinda trolled you. Pigs are going down onto the dragon, however, blue team has no idea where the Amumu is. And neither does Amumu, to be frank. I'm doing the Wolf's Nightspectre. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing. So yes, major pings going down, Blitzcrank starting the dragon up, Vi now approaching, True Shot Barrage is off cooldown, is the only thing that could prevent them from stealing it, and he accidentally misses the dragon in all eternity. Of course, Arcane Barrage is there, that's a thing, right? Run away, Ezreal, run away, our assault and battery, will it be enough? Nope, flash away, I'm gone, and so is Xerath. And that's Tryndamere actually going in onto Amumu, needing to use... well, his ultimate, and it's not going to be enough. Well, it will be enough if Xerath is in the mix. Tryndamere now running away. He got ignited, and it will be enough. The minions actually getting the kill there, I believe. And again, I couldn't say Curse of the Sad Mummy. That will be the word of the day that I won't be able to say today. It's always something. Ezreal wants to go in hard onto Blitzcrank, but he cannot chase. If he does, he will... Ooh, that was a very far Q. He even went through the tree there on my screen. And on your screen as well, because it's the same screen we're watching. Ha! Well then, red team has an extra kill, blue team has an extra dragon. So who is winning, you might say? Well, of course it's blue team. A dragon is a little bit more important than a kill. However, red team is at least coping. A very nice condemn there, but a better ultimate going down by Janna, and a barrier being used by Ezreal. At least she bursted the barrier quite easily with only a single spell, which is always nice. And, well, Ezreal is a little bit scared of her. Can't really blame him. At least he's farming quite well, considering the fact that he is fighting against a powerful man-woman named Vayne. And he's fighting against the Blitzcrank as well, which always means you need to be careful at your positioning. You can't just start to attack a minion. Then again, he's Ezreal. All he needs to do is use Mystic Shot if he wants to have it really badly. Which he will, because he wants to stack up that tier of the goddess as quickly as possible. Now then, finally, that's a Mana Mune, but you also have a Muramana. And now I'm there. I'm confused. I got it confused with an old ancient Japanese warlord, Muramasa, or what his name is. The one-eyed guy. Well, at least that's what Japanese anime says he looks like. Nevertheless, there's a fight to be casted. Itemization. Vi, of course, has the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, meaning she wants to go for a damage build. Why not? She can use Assault and Battery to just pretty much kill a single target. Oh my god, Soraka, run, you fool! At least she has Ghost, so that should be easy. Of course, Vi trying to get the kill onto Xerath, but his passive makes it so that he is quite tanky against melee damage. Instead, they're going on to Amumu, who is getting kited by a goat girl, ladies and gentlemen. Mage Chain's going down. One more Arcana Pulse will be enough, and it will be enough, but Vi is returning the favor. Barrier is not enough. That's the excessive force, mate. It gives her attack speed, and she wants more. One more Vault Breaker to kill the mummy. And he is going to cry for his mummy. But I don't think she can catch up to him. None, she won't. Ezreal getting tumbled upon and gets killed in the process as well. So it's 6-6. Blue team with 2,000 gold lead. The gap is widening. That's what she said. Ew. I know. So Blitzcrank wants to dive for Janna. Good try. Janna, of course, one of the quickest champions in the game. Almost got caught by a Vi, but the dynamic camera says, we don't care, so you don't care. And I don't care then, apparently. Dynamic camera, you probably missed something awesome there. Then again, it's my bad for folding my arms and being too lazy to control the mouse. And boom. A red team's turret has been destroyed. The first turret into the game. Not resulting in another 1,000 extra gold lead though. Huh. It must be that the red team is farming quite well. And they're not. So I'm a little bit confused. Nevertheless, Xerath is playing great. I must say, of course, Wait, what? Wait, what? That's a little bit overly proxy, don't you think? You're not a Singed, you're a Tryndamere. Well, maybe it's the same, I don't know. Come, let's watch the Tryndamere dynamic camera. Let's have joyful glee and all that good stuff. Tryndamere wants to go in very hard, and he's going to succeed. Nope, he's gonna get kited and killed. I almost did it, though. If he wouldn't play that cocky, he might be great. Well, he probably will be. That's the thing about proxy. It shuts you down pretty hard in your lane because, well, you don't get any minions. Well, no friendly minions because he's in your base destroying everything you own. That's quite terrifying that he's able to do it, and quite effectively. Ezreal getting pulled, but guess what? That's what the kin shift is for. Amumu missing the bandage toss is going in all by himself from far away. The Ezreal cometh, and the bang does notheth enough. That's ancient English for you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Arcano Pulses keep getting hit there, and another Arcane Shift at a perfect timing. That Blitzcrank has been landing his hooks, but the Ezreal has been landing his, well, W. That's all you need, but at the perfect timing. Well, half perfect. You can, of course, Arcane Pulse, Arcane Shift away before it hits you, but you just want to be a troll, don't you, Ezreal? Can't really blame you. It looks awesome. But it really outrages a Blitzcrank player, me being one of them. It's so annoying, Riot. But it isn't a bug, because else they would have fixed it. Huh, something in my throat. Well, I thought the bottom would have been more interesting. Dynamic camera, let us see why. There is a red team pushing onto a turret. There's a Blitzcrank trying to come in from above. But guess what? There's a mummy coming from the side. And he's going to land his bandage toss, and Blitzcrank even helping. Or is he? At the very least, Janna is trying to prevent the Vayne from doing too much damage, but the entirety of blue team has arrived. Well, except for top lane, of course. Top lane is trying to kill, and he got the kill, so we'll go there rather soon, actually, right about now. Let's see how Tryndamere did all that good stuff. Hi, my name is Tryndamere, and in early games, people call me overpowered. Let me show you why. Ha! He! Ultimate! Never die! Never fear! Never cry! So that's all that happened. So Tryndamere also got to kill onto the Jayce, so the gold gap is even widening even further. It's 4,000 gold. Xerath doing everything within his power to turn it around. Luckily so, he got a tower out of it. So 1 tower for red team, 2 for blue team. And blue team wants more. Vayne now tanking the turret. It has happened a lot lately since the latest patch. Minions not tanking the turret soon enough, even though you're standing right next to them. Oh well, maybe it's just me. So boom! That's the bottom inner turret gone for red team. That's an important turret. However, Tryndamere is doing the same on top regardless. So that's a lot of inner turrets down, mate. Oh, will Amumu be able to save it? Well, he's going to run away like a little pansy. He doesn't have his ult, Amumu. You can go for it, lad. You don't need to be scared. Just save up enough mana and land your bandage toss. It's all you need to do. Never mind, it's Xerath and he has an ult, so he will land at least 1 arcane pulse. Well, he did. And I mean an arcane barrage, which he did also. So he landed them all, except for 1. A pity. So at least the champion kills are rather close, but the gold is dispersing so quickly. This is an objective-based game, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. You can have all the kills in the world. It doesn't really matter all that much if you are losing turrets or towers and you're not getting dragons and in the future maybe Baron. We shall see. The way that blue team is playing now, I don't believe they will need a Baron. However, that's a little bit too soon to say. Jayce is quite annoying. You have a Xerath as well, a Janna and an Ezreal. So in a way, red team has an amazing poke comp and Vayne is going to get a quick kill onto Ezreal. Let's see what Janna can do to save his little buddy. The exhaust is going down, but the Blitzcrank wanted more and then Janna thinks, well, I should have just walked away. Which she probably should have. Vi now getting caught? Nope, that's not Vi, that's Jayce, you Riri. Jayce now getting caught, so dying as well. The gold cap even more though, getting bigger. And all you have is Xerath. Now what red team can do is just stack up in the middle and make use of their poke comp. Then again, they're fighting a Soraka, so that's actually a great pick against them. Oh, you have a poke comp? Well, I'm full ability power. How you gonna deal that with, mate? She can heal up pretty much all the poke that the enemies will push against him, and it shows. Blitzcrank now, of course, with 4v2. It's quite easy to fight, you knew. So yes, Xerath dying immediately through the powers of a Vi. Vi, of course, not ready enough. She wants more. Tryndamere wants more. He's going to use his ultimate relatively soon-ish. And will he die? Nope, the minion is not that strong yet. He hasn't gotten a single kill. And that's another arcane shift being used there. Vi wants to go in hard, a little bit too hard, one might say. But at the very least, they got the kill onto Amumu. So Vi did something. She made it so that Blitzcrank and Ezreal weren't there to save Amumu, question mark? Maybe. And another arcane shift. Ezreal, you're such a troll. Stop it. You're hurting Blitzcrank's feelings. Just like they are hurting the Jayce. Jayce is in pain, crying to his mama. But at least Soraka got killed by the Ezreal. But it's a triple kill. Nope, it's Blitzcrank taking the triple kill away once more. It's a double kill for Vayne. And a single kill for Blitzcrank. Because, hey, he's rich. He has 2 kills. He has a lot of assists. He has money. So he wants more. That's greed, ladies and gentlemen. Now he has a blue buff. Which is awesome for Blitzcranks, because that means, hey, my mana shield will be up all night long. And that's the inhibitor turret being destroyed on the bottom lane. Oh, boom goes Xerath. You don't have your ultimate. Give me your red. I can use that. No, you can't. Well, maybe he'll auto-attack someone. Just for glee. Glee and joy. So yeah, this is actually looking very grim for red team. They already lost their bottom inhibitor turret. And the bottom lane is the lane the furthest away of Baron. I always say this, and I always will. Meaning that if that inhibitor would get destroyed by a single person, then you pretty much need someone at the other side of the map to deal with minions pushing into your base, whilst the enemy might have an opportunity onto Baron. Now it's blue team pinging Baron. They really want to go for it. Can't really blame them. They are about 10,000 gold ahead, so they can do it. 10,000 gold is a lot at 24th minute. And 24 minutes, not 4th. That's retarded. Then again, hang badang, Xerath is still playing great. I salute you, player, to be able to play this well in these circumstances, considering that you're fighting an enemy team that has a lot of gold more than you. We'll check his gold right about now, actually. He is sitting on 8,400. Compared to the rest, it's not that much. Vayne has 10,000 and even Tryndamere has 9,000, but he is out farming the Soraka, which is impressive. She has only 1 kill though. Oh, Janna, you better run. And she did. She did have to use a flash, which is always an insult for a Janna player. Oh, you made me use my flash. I don't need flash. Very great turnaround there by Ezreal. He has the timings down, my friend. Not even getting slowed. Not even carrying. But Xerath, however, wanted to protect his little buddy. And guess what happens? His buddy's friend died. His buddy died. I said his buddy died, Tryndamere. His buddy cried and died, did not die! Haha, Tryndamere, you getting trolled by the troll master of this game. He is playing so well, trolling left to right. Will Arcane shift out of this? Well, straight after the knock-up, of course. Who gets knocked up these days? Who needs a map? I don't need a map to get knocked up. That's what she said. Again, with those jokes, Nightspectre, you should stop. A very nice little ultimate that I no longer can name. It's like Voldemort, only in ultimate form. Nevertheless, Amumu died. And that will probably be game, considering that Amumu is the tank and Xerath is the guy that does all the damage. We shall see. He is back alive and he has the boots of a lifetime, the home guards, the ones I mean. So he'll get 1 on Vi. Well, it's gonna be Ezreal, but he gets a double buff out of it, so it's worth it. Now you have the entirety of blue team on the run. 1 Arcana Pulse for the win! And for the win indeedeth. If that is ancient English. Probably not. It's confusing me that it got a kill after it though. Maybe some minions attacked the Blitzcrank again and I just didn't see. Jayce wants to get a kill onto Soraka. This is really what Red Team needs. More kills, more shutdowns. And where is Soraka going to run away? Well, she gets knocked with a hammer. That's not really polite. And that's a kill for Jayce, but oh no, it's Tryndamere with the backdoor action, ignoring the Amumu. Don't ignore him, he just wants a hug. I don't care, I just want a base. And he is going to try to go for this base, juking it out, but boom! He didn't have his ult. But at least he tried. He did get shot down, I believe. I don't believe. I don't know. Did he have a spree? I don't think so. He has 5 deaths and only 3 kills, so I don't believe. Then again, he tried, and he died. Maybe worth it? I don't know. For now, of course, Red Team is still 10,000 gold behind. They were a little bit further behind after all those turrets died into their base, but at least they managed to crawl back just a little bit. Though one might say that Blue Team was, of course, a little bit over-aggressive, maybe overzealous, and then thought, we can't lose this, why not die for fun? Ha 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 ha, peasants. You know how they talk. Like that. Like rich, noble Britishmen. And Vi gets caught. And that will be the end of that. Fault Breakers away, that won't be the end of that. That will be the end of that. It might be the end of that. It won't be the end of that. Amumu with the Curse of the Set Mummy. I was able to name it for some apparent reason, trying to get the kill onto Vi, but I think it will work. Yes, indeed. Vayne, of course, will, of course hit him. Of course. Sorry for that. But it will be a lot of kills for Vayne regardless. She gets bonus movement speed from chasing enemies. She will not chase the Jayce. It doesn't matter. That was actually quite a tongue twister. Blitzcrank got the kill on Jayce, which results in him getting more kills than he could ever desire. He has used his Shirel's Reverie, which is great because I tend to forget using that item, because I forget to use items regardless. So you're a great support player, no wonder you're diamond. Oh, Tryndamere, you with your damage and your silliness, you... That will probably be game. They can't stop this Tryndamere from destroying this Nexus. You also have Super Minion Bill here, shooting some minions down with his great cannonballs of destruction. Those are his fists, Nightspectre. I know. So then, this will be GG. Guys, this was quite an awesome game to cast. I should be casting more NA games. You can start at the 0 minute because there are so many. There's no buggy things, no disconnects. It's awesome. And the games are getting better as well. NA, you are working your stuff, mates. I couldn't say the same thing 2 years ago, but now, look at you, shining all bright with your sparkly teeth. and designer glasses. So guys, as I probably said before, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.